Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be super exciting because we are going to begin to plan out our future chicken run. This is something I've been so excited for, and I've been waiting for the day that we can finally build a run. And today's the day that we are going to begin planning. I have no idea what I'm going to be building it with, no idea what it's going to look like or anything like that. So come outside with me while we figure out what we're going to be doing. Alrighty, so I already sort of have an idea of where I want it to be, and I'll show you guys that in just a little bit. But first thing, I'm gonna need to go out and get some measurements about how big I want it to be. I want it to be bigger rather than too small because I plan to have a little bigger of a flock, and always go bigger than you think you're gonna need. So let's go out there and get some measurements real quick. We got my measuring tape. I'm going to show you guys where I'm planning on building this. Here you can see is the entrance to the chicken coop, and then you can see right here is the duck run, and then you just walk right through here, and right here to the left is where I'm thinking I'm going to build it. So this area is obviously really messy. And obviously the plan would be to clean out all this wood and put it near the fire pit and clean up some of this brush right here and make it all flat and nice to be able to build it. That'll probably be one of our next steps to do soon. So yeah, first we would remove all this wood, clean out the brush, and flatten the ground, even it out, just so this area would be cleaned out. And this area is perfect because it gets shade, but it also gets a little bit of sunlight as well. So yeah, you can see. This is the back of the chicken coop, and I would have one of those little solar doors right through here, and then built off of this would become the chicken run, and it would go like down this way, like it would be facing this way, and the door would be right here obviously, and you'd walk into it and it'd be down. So like I said, I got my measuring tape right here, and it's probably going to be about like where the door is going to be maybe 8 feet maybe, we'll see, and then we'll see how long I'm going to want it to be. Okay, I'm thinking this would be about 8 feet long right here. Right here would be about 8 feet, so I'm going to write that down. I think that's probably a good amount. Alrighty, so I'm thinking about maybe 8 feet wide sounds good. Now let's see how long I want it. Alright, so most likely it'll come off this way, 8 feet long, which is about around this area. And then if I'm thinking, this is 4 feet. So I'm thinking it's going to be around 12 feet long, which sounds pretty good, 10 by 12. Let me know if that's a good measurement, and I'll definitely also do that based off how many chickens I have. 1 square foot per chicken. Let's go ahead and do that math. It honestly seems quite big to me, but I don't know. We'll see if we can maybe make it a little bit longer. It just depends on really how much wood we're getting, because we also are going to most likely build a roof on top of that, but we'll do a little bit more planning on that because I do want it to be completely predator proof, and obviously you need a roof in order to be able to do that. But yeah, now that we have our measurements, let's go draw out some designs. Alrighty, so this is gonna be here's where the coop is, the back of the wall. Okay, and this is where all the wood is, and this leans like that. Okay, so obviously from going out, I want it to be 8 feet long. And remember, these measurements could always change. Okay, and I don't know, just probably a little bit taller than me. So it would come out off the run, and maybe it would most likely be leaning the roof would be leaning the same way that the coop is. And there would be a Dutch door. I have it in my coop, and I love a Dutch door, so to be able to do that. And there'd be the roof going like that, and it would most likely be 12 foot long, This drawing is really awful. 12 feet long, and it would go back, 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 back. Obviously, it might be a little longer. Who knows? So this would be the main thing, and there would be like a little path going around, and this is where the duck run is right here. There would be like a little path going around to the doors, the one door, and then this would be all the room for the chickens, and it would most likely be sand. Their food and water would be in here. There'd be like a special area where there would just be like dust bath sand. This would be like more grainy sand, so I could use a easier like sand scoop thing to sift out the poop and the feathers and all that. So this would be like a little sand bath. And yeah, this obviously looks like a really awful sketch, and I'll probably make a better one a little bit later, but just to give you sort of the main idea of how I want it to be. I wish I could do like a more digital design, but I don't have the devices in order to be able to draw on something to make the design. But yeah, I hope you guys can get the idea a little bit better. I probably would do like metal roofing, like how the coop has it, and obviously it'd be made out of wood, and most likely chicken wire, not chicken, what's it called? Not chicken wire, but hardware cloth. I'm mixing up my words. Chicken wire does not do anything. Hardware cloth is where it's at. Obviously be put on with screws and washers. I definitely need to make a list of everything that I need. So I need screws, I need washers, I need wood, hardware cloth. We have some metal roofing, but we might need some more. I'm not exactly entirely sure. Or maybe half of it will be covered, half of it will not be covered. I don't know. We can play around with that a little bit. I don't know which video the building's going to be in, because it's going to take me maybe a few weeks to build it and a few weeks to get all the materials. So I don't know when that video will come out, but within the next few weeks or months or so, hopefully before the winter hits, we will have that completely built. But yeah, like I said, leave me some comments down below, some ideas that you may have for this coop. Like to get your guys' advice on it, and this is going to be something super exciting, and my chickens will no longer have to free range, although they will sometimes with supervision. This is going to be a lot more safer for them, and I've been wanting to do this for a little while now, and we are finally able to do it. Your guys' support will be awesome, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!